Yeah, this isn't coach speak when I say it. I mean, Trevi has been an absolute pleasure to work with. He's extremely diligent and detail oriented. I kind of pin him always as a guy even before we acquired him that obviously he was really good before we got him. I voted for him last year to win the Gold Glove when he was with Texas. So he had the framework, he had the right skill set, he had all the ingredients to kind of take it up another notch, which he did with us this year. Um, I think largely it was um, just a really good marriage between you know his skill set, being one of the best, if not the best, receivers on in the bottom of the strike zone. Um, with our pitching staff, who is heavy two seam sinker oriented and tend to live down in the strike zone. Guys like Clay Holmes and Jonathan Loizica and Michael King, and the list goes on and on. So I think marrying those two, or the partnership between kind of matching Trevi's strengths and what he does exceptionally well with how we want to pitch, um, and our personnel, I think just really allowed him to kind of take another step forward. Trevi is, just adding on to that, he's extremely diligent in the off season, which most players are, but I think Trevi is maybe an exception here, where he really, you know, digs into something, and kind of uses it in the off season to figure out how he can improve, and is kind of very diligent in that process. So he always comes back better at something than the year before, and so for me, it was, I tried to kind of give him some guardrails or some lanes or some minor suggestions, but there was no overhaul needed, obviously. Um, it was just about kind of managing his strengths and figuring out where we could maybe get, a little bit better on the margins. And do that over the course of a full season, which, he was able to sustain and had a huge year, obviously.